I'm a big proponent of the skilled trades. We need to feel more alive in our daily lives. And if you were to break apart your day in 3 parts, let's say home, sleep, and work, where's the opportunity to feel alive? It's not when you're sleeping. Home, you go to rest. It's at work.
Absolutely. I love that. I love that shout out to the skilled trades too, because we do not hear that enough.
Right.
Growing up in Windsor, Ontario, when I was about 8 years old, I said to my Filipino immigrant mother and my Italian immigrant father, I said, "Mom and Dad, when I grow up, I want to be an actor." They looked at each other, they looked back at me, they said, "Come again?" I said, "When I grow up, I want to be an actor." They said, "No, no, no, Johnny. It's pronounced doctor." What do you want out of life? Adventure, happiness, money, family. We all want a lot of things. And the truth is, we want all of these things at the same time. For most people, you feel alive when you're moving, right? When you're dancing, when you're running, when you're engaging with other people and play, when you're using your body. And we've learned that there are some people in certain jobs that are feeling much more alive than others. We came up with a new view of working Canadians by looking at how Canadians across the country feel about their work. The square pegs, the bottom rungers, the musketeers, the comfortable, and the fulfilled. So just to recap, you have one group that is miserable. You have another group that is unhappy but hopeful. You have another group that is kind of happy, stressed out, but they love the people that they work with. And then you have tradespeople and educators who are in the comfortable and fulfilled. And by the way, what are tradespeople also? They're educators too. They are mentors. The slide you're looking at is a word cloud. What you're seeing are those words that people use to describe their job in the skilled trades who were said by more than 30% of respondents. And the larger the word, the far above 30%. And you can see there in big bold font, it's good pay. But really, we need to shift the messaging a little. Because if good pay was a message that was working, I don't think we would have the shortage that we have. There's an opportunity to focus through understanding by researching skilled tradespeople the other areas of their work that are extremely impactful and meaningful to them. Always learning. It's interesting, it's fun, fast-paced, hands-on, rewarding, many opportunities, working outdoors. Some other quotes from tradespeople in their own words. I help make Canada's businesses and institutions modern and safe. I make sure I contribute to the wellness of a community. This is poetic. I add to the fabric of reality. What was once not there now is because of me. Looking at tradespeople versus the rest of Canada, most days I feel like I've put in an honest day's work. 3/4 of tradespeople compared to 2/3 of the rest of working Canadians. My job gives me a sense of success and achievement. Again, over 2/3 versus half of Canada. I often have fun while I'm at work, 60% to 43%. But that last one right there, nowadays I often feel worried. 17% tradespeople compared to 42% of the rest of Canada. You have skills that allow you to make lateral movements to different areas of work. Every tradesperson tells us that. So if tradespeople are so happy, why is there a shortage? Every job has its downsides. Yet we don't talk so negatively about these jobs than we do about the skilled trades. To me, it is one of the last almost acceptable forms of, call it what it is, prejudice. You say to a young person, you can do anything in life, but by the way, don't go into construction. That's a dirty job. It only takes one time The other reason, though, is because our culture values academic intelligence. Intelligence is just the ability to see patterns and make predictions. And we as a culture celebrate those who can see patterns in numbers, history, and words. We call them our intellectuals. Academic intelligence says that the real you is in your mind. Balanced intelligence says that the real you is in your mind and body, your whole body. People with balanced intelligence see patterns and make predictions in the real world. How to connect water to a house, how to grow food, what happens when there's a flood, why the electricity went out, why is there a foundation being built. In a crisis situation, who do you want on your side? Okay? A tradesperson or a sociologist? Okay? One young person can very eloquently tell me Plato's allegory of the cave. Another young person can tell me how roads and bridges work and how they're built. Which one's smarter? They're both smart. They just have different types of intelligence. If you know a young person who wants work-life balance, who wants creativity and change and wants to always learn, if you know someone, or if you want to have accomplishments every day in your work, if you want job security, if you know a young person who wants to go into business, but they don't realize that there are many successful business people in the trades and have the opportunity to work here or around the world because you have global mobility to use your hands. If you know a young person who wants to see the results of their work immediately, to make a contribution to society, to have a meaningful life, then the skilled trades, my friends, awaits. Thank you and merci beaucoup.